Crypto is really not that complicated. Prices go up where there's currently attention, and the attention is now on Kamala Harris because Joe Biden threw in the towel. Let's have a look at the Kamala Harris token. Let's have a look at on-chain metrics. Let's see who's buying and selling here. Let's see how much longer this rally can potentially last. So this is what attention looks like. The Harris token is now at place number 3 in terms of trading volume on the Ethereum chain in the last 6 hours. And that's noteworthy because the liquidity, relatively speaking, is still rather low. It's less than $500,000. The token is going absolutely bananas. We are up 160% in the last 24 hours alone. On chain, we've got 1,800 holders, which isn't that much. The token distribution isn't too concentrated, so we don't have a massive whale that's going to dump everything tomorrow. And what's most important with tokens like this is there a rug pull risk? Will the developers suddenly remove all of liquidity, dumping the price to zero? For that, we can have a look at dextools.io and check out the security audit. And this seems to be all green. There's no buying and selling tax. It's not a honeypot. The contract is verified. The token is not mintable. This all looks pretty healthy. Now, what I always want to know is, what is the smart money doing, right? What are the people doing that have already a lot of the token, that have already unrealized gains? Are the whales continuing to buy into the token, or are they potentially dumping on retail? Let's have a look at the number of retail wallets versus whale wallets. I've built a tool to find that out. Here it is. You can get access to this tool in premium, so the link is down below, thebitcoinstrader.com. You can plug in any Ethereum token into this tool. On the left side, we've got the number of wallets that have at least 35 million Harris tokens. So at the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. That's what I'd consider retail, and that pretty much 4x'd in the last week. For the chart in the middle, we go at 10x in minimum holding, so that's a minimum of $10,000 worth of the token. That roughly doubled in the last week. So the growth is a bit slower for the larger holders. For the number of whales, we don't really see a change. Some whales sold, some whales bought, but in aggregate, the number of whales isn't really going down. So it's a retail-driven rally that's not necessarily supported by the whales, but that's also not suppressed by them. What I like about this data is that the Harris token is still so small that it's not available on any centralized exchanges. So you're not going to be able to find this on Binance, on KuCoin, on Maxi. But let's see where this all brings us. Because if the growth continues at this pace, and if the whales aren't suddenly dumping, then maybe there will be a listing on those centralized exchanges, and then we could see potentially something similar to Popcat or to Bonk or to any of the other larger meme coins. A 4xing in the number of retail investors within a single week is very steep. This is not something we see every day, and it doesn't look like that growth is slowing down anytime soon. So yes, this growth looks parabolic, but that's also because this is a linear scale. Once we look at this on a logarithmic scale, it's actually not that bad of a chart. Initially, we've seen our sell-off, then a stabilization, and now, with Joe Biden not being a presidential candidate anymore and Harris taking over, a lot of attention is on the token. There are a lot of Trump-related tokens. There aren't yet that many tokens surrounding Harris, so this might be a lot of potential liquidity flowing in. I personally haven't yet bought any of the token, but I might consider buying some after this video. I never publish a video after buying. I always buy after publishing because I do not want to pump and dump on this audience. If you appreciate that, then feel free to give this a like. Feel free to also subscribe. I publish videos regularly. I try to be early. I have published early on various meme coins in the past. And in case you've got Telegram, feel free to join us as well. The link is down below. It's 100% free. Looking very much forward to chatting with you. Cheers.